set in London primarily, but also in Jordan.
Layering this with some of the more Middle Eastern instruments just gave the songs a little more texture.
That fusion of East and West, I think, is very important to reflect in many different things. But the music was a primary influence there. The reason we're sitting here, of all places, and not in a nice soundproof studio, is that we shot a very important scene of the film where Layla and Tala get to know each other, and over that scene plays Little Feeling, which is an amazing, beautiful, wonderful song that Leonie wrote for this particular scene.
I thought that for this one I'd go for the less is more approach and write quite a simple song that just spoke about a little, almost intangible feeling which can blossom into something much more profound.
I chose Little Feeling to work over the scene with Tala and Layla because it was the beginning of the intimacy between them as friends and then as something more. And I think it does bring to life those little moments that you don't really want to name at that point, because it's an important relationship between them, but it's something that neither of them quite want to face head on. And I think the song brings out those kind of latent emotions very delicately.
It was just a little moment, a moment when I first kissed you. It was just a little moment, a moment. Tell me the way.
I wrote the lyrics for Tell Me, and Raymond, our composer, put some beautiful music to it. I then had to approach Leonie. I didn't have to, but I really wanted her to sing it. But I was kind of conflicted because at the same time I was extremely nervous to get her to even look at it, because she doesn't really sing other people's work very often. I was just absolutely thrilled that she liked it enough to want to interpret it for me. And I have to say that afternoon in the recording studio was just amazing for me, because it really brought the song to a completely different level.
What was particularly special for me was just there's a lot of space in the song, and I was quite nervous about sort of singing somebody else's material, but coming from Shamim, it's very delicate. There's it's very moody, and I think it carries really nicely where it's used in the film.
Was it just a breath we shared? So tell me the way from here.
The director and producer invited me to go to Cannes earlier this summer, the summer that we didn't have in London. The idea was that I would perform the 3 songs after the screenings on, I hesitate to call it a boat really, a vessel.
It was a big vessel.
Yeah, it was a big vessel called the African Cat.
At Cannes, Leonie's performances were a storm. I mean, everybody, we were in a dock with all the other boats alongside, and everybody would stop and listen to what was going on ours.
We had the amazing Leonie Casanova sing live for us.
Leonie, our lead singer, who was here, just made our cocktails even more special by singing, and her beautiful voice sort of reverberated all throughout the port, and we had hordes of people all around us.
You know, people just stopped. It was that pin drop moment that, the great performers get from an audience, so it was a privilege.
I was dragged around and pummeled down and pushed into the water.
I think what Shamim, the director, particularly liked about the Holy Daughter was just the rhythm, the pacing, and the beat.
Holy daughter, through my smoke-filled eyes, I recognize your smile amongst the jeering. Then I knew.
We don't hear the dialogue, we don't hear the exchange between Tala and her parents, but you hear the song playing in the background. And it's just these subtle, slight elements that can make a lot of scenes come alive.
I had always seen songs as a big part of the actual score, the background score for this film. Not in terms of making obvious what was going on in the scene, but highlighting something that couldn't actually be spoken about. And for me, that's what Leonie's work does.
It's special and almost magical to see how my writing and bringing sort of my voice and my instrument, how that marries the director's vision in terms of where songs can be used and placed in the scene.
It was the difference between having an idea in your head and experiencing a fully executed piece of music. And she did an amazing job. She really did. She put all the emotion into it with her voice for me.
I'm just looking forward to going to New York for the opening in November, really.
Me too. I can't wait.
The girls are hot.
On such murky